Let's look at number 7. I feel like I'm writing in like a curve. I feel like some viewers might find that kind of disturbing. I don't know why. I think maybe I naturally just shift to the right here. I don't know why. So that number 7 is asking, Michaela, place a frame around a print that measures 10 by 10 inches. The area of just the frame itself is 69 square inches. What is the width of the frame? Okay, so I know that this here is a is the print, right? So I can say here it's a square. So let me draw this out. I know the area of the print measures 10 by 10. So this here is 10 by 10 here. Or actually, let me write this inside. It says 10 by 10, and then I'm putting a frame around the print, right? So, and then the area of just the frame itself is 69 square inches. Okay. So, I'm putting. Let me do this in another color actually. Then this here is the frame around the print, right? I think I should have used actually a line tool. So let me just use a line tool just to make it kind of nicer here. So I have, no, that's a rectangle. I hope this is a square. Kind of. So this here is my 10 by 10 kind of guy, and then I have a frame here. It's basically going to frame. This here's definitely not perfect. So maybe. Okay, so it looks a little bit nicer. Again, it's not even, but it's fine for the purposes of this this exercise here. So again, we have 10. It's a 10 by 10. This is a 10 by 10 frame, and the area of just the frame itself is 69 square inches. So what is the width of the frame? So we know that the area. So what they did here was they solved for the area, which is good. So they solved for the area of the print here. So area is simply just length times W. In this case, it's just 10 times 10. So I have 100 square inches. So this is just the area of the of the print here. So it's 100 square inches. And then what we can do is they actually drew a diagram as well. So they wrote 10 inches all the way around. And this here, we don't know, right? This here is X, right? So this here is, we're trying to find this value here. And this here is X. This here is also X. We have X again. And this here is X. So, sorry. So, as you can see, they drew actually a really, really nice diagram here. And they're basically saying that this entire portion here is 10 plus 2x, right? Because if you think about it, I'll do this in red here. From here to here, this would have to be encompassing this area 10 plus this x here and this x here, right? So in this case, you would have 10 plus 2x on this side, and this is also 10 plus 2x on this side as well. So what we can do is, once we found the algebraic expression for this would be the total area, what we can do is we can write down an equation, right? We can say that the area, or the AT, or the total area, would have to be 10 plus 2x times 10 plus 2 times x here, and this will give us our area of the total frame, right? And as you can see, the area of the frame is 69 inches by itself, and we know that the area of the print is 69, right? So we can basically add up the total area. We can say is the area of the print plus the area of the frame, right? Area of the print here is 100 square inches. The area of the frame is 69, right? So this is 69, which is the total area here would be 169 square inches. And basically, we can sub that in to our equation here, right? So we know that this area total is going to equal 169. And now what we can do is we can use FOIL, and we can use FOIL to kind of break up these brackets, so we get an equation, right? So we have 10 times 10 here is 100. So we're doing this first. We're doing it first. We're doing outside next. 10 times 2x is 20x. We're doing inside here, 2x plus times 10 here is again 20x, and then 2x times 2x here is 4x squared. That's the last here. We can collect some like terms. 20 plus 20 is 40x plus 4x squared. What we can now do is we can isolate for our x value, right? So what we can do, or we can simply just we can do this in many ways. We can try to use quadratic formula, but I'm going to see if we can actually common factor this out. So I'm going to move 100 to this side here. So subtracting both sides by 100 would give me 69 equals 40x plus 4x squared here. And then I would actually have to move this back to the other side. So I don't think I can common factor, unfortunately. So I'm going to say 0 here equals 40x plus 4x squared minus 69, or I can say 0 equals 4x squared plus 40x minus 69. And I believe you're going to have to use quadratic formula to figure this out. I don't think this is factorable. Let me see. Let me just check real quick if this is factorable. 440 negative 69. Oh, it is factorable, but it will give us a fraction here. So as you can see, they also did quadratic formula. So let me just do the quadratic formula real quick. As you can see, our solution here is correct so far, right? 4x squared plus 40x minus 69 is correct. So I'm simply just going to use quadratic formula to figure this out. So I'm going to say x here would equal negative b plus or minus, this is b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So here is our quadratic formula. This here is negative b, which is here is 40. Negative b is negative 40 here. Plus or minus negative 40 plus or minus b squared here is 40 squared, which is 1600, minus 4 times a, which is 4, times negative 69. So this here is extended here. All over 2 times 4 here is simply just 8, right? So this here is negative 40 plus or minus, and then 4 times 4 here. So sorry, I'm going to write 1600 here. 4 times 4 times negative 69. So 4 times 4 times negative 69 is going to give me positive or minus 1104, or I can simply say plus 1104 here, all over 8. This here is going to equal negative 40 plus or minus, I don't know why my Siri keeps going off, sorry. 1600 plus 1104 will give me the square root of 2704 all over 8. And then I can plug this into my calculator. Square root of 2704 is 52. Oh, nice. Perfect square here. Plus or minus 52 all over 8. And now I can break this down, right? I can break down x1 here is negative 40 plus 52 all over 8. And x2 is equal negative 40 minus 52 all over 8 here, right? So again, I'm just breaking up this plus or minus part for you as well. And if I solve this, solve for x1 here, negative 40 plus 52 would give me 12 over 8, which is simply just 3 over 2, right? 3 over 2 here. Could divide both sides by 4, or numerator and denominator by 4. Get 3 over 2. x2 here, so this is equal x1. x2 would equal negative 40 minus 52 here would be negative 92 over 8. And then this here would equal negative 23 over 2 here. And as you probably know, a dimension here cannot be negative, right? x2 here is probably the wrong solution, definitely the wrong solution, because I can't have a negative length here because I'm finding the dimensions of this print, right? So, or I'm finding the width of the frame, sorry, not the dimensions here. So in this case here, I can reject the solution and I can say x1 here is my solution here. So 3 over 2 is going to be the x value. And now what I can do is I can simply say that the x value here is simply 3 over 2, right? So all that work gave us x here would be 1.5 inches, right? So this here gives us the dimension of the frame. It's the width of the frame here is 1.5 inches. And as you can see, the width of the frame is 1.5 inches. So this solution here is correct. Good analysis here.